Hi guys, Dan from KPS Digital Marketing here. Today I'm going to talk you through 3 Twitter list tips that are going to make you love Twitter. Now, within those 3 Twitter tips, we're going to be talking about 3 key areas, which is first of all, how to set up Twitter lists, second, how to add people to your Twitter lists, and thirdly, how to engage with people on your Twitter lists. So what is a Twitter list? Well, it's a great way of grouping your Twitter users into different categories of people, making it easy for you to engage with them on a daily basis. So one thing I hate about Twitter is there's lots of noise going on. There's lots of things going on all the time, and it's very difficult to take control of that because there's so much going on. So with this strategy, you'll save lots of time and you'll be able to engage with the right people at the right time, making it a much more efficient process. So, let's get into the tutorial. First of all, we're going to go to our Twitter profile. We are going to click on our image there and then go to lists. And then you need to create a list, so click there. Now I'm going to name this customers. And then you can put a description in there. And you can make it public or private. So a public list means that the person will get a notification to tell them that you've added them to the list, or a private list means it's a personal list for you that no one else knows about, and it's really there to help you manage Twitter. So I like to create a private list. Click Save List. Now I need to go on to step 2. We've created the list. Now we need to really find people to add to the list. And the way I like to do this, first of all, is to use the search bar. So search for people you want to add to the list. So for example, this is a list for my customers. So I know that I want to add TT Trading, one of my customers. So I can go to their profile, click on the settings icon, and then add or remove from lists. And then just tick the lists you want to add them to. So I want to add them to customers there. So I've ticked it. Now we need to make sure that they've been added to the list. So go back to your profile and click on lists. And then go into the list that you've created. So I'm going to click on customers there. And then you'll see here, members, it says 1, there's 1 member. So now what we need to do is have a look at the 3 sections to do with the list. So first of all, we've got a section here, list members. These are the people that you've added to the list. Second, list subscribers. This is for public lists. So this is if someone gets a notification to say you've added them to the list, then they can actually subscribe to that list, which means they get notifications when people send updates within the list. And finally, this is a really important section here, which we're going to move on to later. This is the tweet section, and this shows you all of the tweets from the people within the list that you've created. So this is what's going to get rid of all the noise. So that's one way of adding people to the list. The second way is to use a Google hack, which is a Google X-ray search. Let me show you. So what it is, I'll put this in the description, but it's a specific search in Twitter which tells Twitter that you want to search for lists which are already made. So you're going to need to copy what I've written here, and now in this bit we need to insert a search term to do with the list that we're creating. So for example, say I wanted to create a list for potential customers. I need to think of keywords to do with the potential customers, so I can find Twitter lists that other people have already made, and I can basically take or add those people to my own list. So it's a really sneaky, quick way to get people into the list, relevant people. So I target Kent businesses. So I'm going, Kent business. So I'm going to type in Kent business there. So this is going to bring up lots of Twitter lists to do with Kent business. Then I can click on one of them here. So this is a list made by Kent Crisps, and it's of Kent businesses. So I can click on members there. Now I've got lots of great Twitter users here who I can add to my own list. So I can, for example, Big Motoring World there. I'm already following them. I can click on them, follow the same process as before, click on the settings icon, and then add or remove from lists. And then I can, if they're my customer, I could add them to customers. If they were an influencer, I could add them to influencers, or Kent business to target. I can add them to lots of different lists there. So now we have shown you how to create a list. We've shown you how to add people to the list. Now I'm going to quickly show you how to engage with those people on a daily basis. So what we need to do, as I did a second ago, go to our profile, click lists, then we'll be taken to all of the lists we've created. So as an example, I'll go to the customers list. Obviously, normally I'd add a lot more people in here, but I've just added one customer to show you as an example. So on a daily basis, I know that I want to be engaging with my customers. So I can quickly go to this list and I can go down the tweet feed and I can like their tweets like I just did. I could retweet their tweets. There you go. With a comment. Great recipe. Tweet. I could reply to them, so I could click reply and I could tell them, engage with them and start talking to them, give them some of my, my own feedback and my opinions. So there's lots of different ways that you can start engaging with people. And, especially with people like influencers, this is a really great way to start getting your face out there to highly influential people. And it's a great way to build relationships with potential customers and also to keep in contact with your employees, because as I said, you can create lists for your employees. So that's the strategy there. Just to recap, we first of all created a list, then we searched for people to add to the list and we added them to the list. And then the final stage was to go in our list section of Twitter and individually go through the feed and start engaging with people within that list. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and share it. Give me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Have you tried this strategy? Has it helped you out? Has it saved you time? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks a lot.